Hey everybody, welcome back to Illinois Electric Adventures. My name is Luke. We are starting today on our journey home from Gulfport, Florida. I'm sitting in the car, I'm working on getting packed up. You can probably tell I'm sweaty. It is about 1,000 degrees in Florida, but seriously, it's 100. I mean, it's 100 sitting in the car. Unfortunately, the car's sitting in the sun because I have a trailer attached. We'll get out and look at that in a second. Fortunately, we've been able to park in the garage here and plug into the wall. So it's still plugged into the wall now at 76%. Basically, plugging into the wall is just helping me run the AC. I'm running it constantly to keep the car reasonable so that by the time we leave, which hopefully in an hour or so here, it's not a million degrees in the car. So starting to get packed up. You can see we got all kinds of stuff, a lot more stuff on the way back. But we have a big, well, actually a small Uhaul trailer. So this is gonna be interesting. 1,200 and okay, well, you can see trip manual 1,497. That includes what we've been driving around. So actually, I'm gonna go ahead and reset that. 0 miles. I have the numbers from the way down here as far as efficiency and all that. It was like 19 hours, 50 minutes of driving, 1,230 miles or something like that. So call it 1,300 miles. We're not 100% sure if we're gonna take the same route back because we have the trailer. It's actually, there's a quicker route if we go, instead of going northeast from Chattanooga to Knoxville, if we go west and then we go towards like Murfreesboro and Nashville, it's supposedly a little quicker according to Better Route Planner. I have, in Better Route Planner, I have my efficiency set to 490, I think, which if you watch the towing test, I got like 470 watt-hour per mile, but I wanted to be safe. So we'll see. The first stretch is only 73 miles, which is good because I'm only at, oh, this is 83 miles. Anyway, we may do that, but right now, for today, we are going to try to make it to the hotel I stayed at on the way down here, just south of Atlanta. It'll be about 8 hours of driving because, or with charging, I mean, because of longer charge stops and more charge stops because of the trailer. We'll see what happens. We may adjust our efficiency as we go. We'll, be keeping probably to the speed limit, maybe just under, depending on efficiency. I know these U-Haul trailers, you're only supposed to go 55, but there's no way I'd feel comfortable going 55 on the highway. So yeah, you can see one cool new thing with the Volvo is a Better Route Planner was just added to the App Store. I've never used it. I've used a Better Route Planner on my phone and computer, but I've never used it in the car. It's hooked up to the car. It knows battery state of charge. It'll know efficiency as we go. So that'll be interesting. Right now it's just using, I think, what I programmed into the account, which was based on the trailer efficiency. I'll have to play with it a little bit. I'm not 100% sure. I don't love it so far. Oops, see, I don't even know what I just did. I can't, now it's gonna try to find chargers. I can't view my, the route. So it'll tell me the next stop and I'll get there at 33%. Doesn't even tell me what it is or anything. I can't click on anything. I can't click on this, doesn't do anything. So I don't know, we'll see. I don't love it, but I've looked at it on my phone and the computer. So you can see here, first stop is Electrify America in Bushnell, Georgia, I think. Like I said, it's only 83 miles. So it'll be a 19-minute drive. And then Lake City, Florida at the FPL. That is where I charge on the way here. It'll be interesting pulling a trailer into there. If there's nobody there, it'll be fine. If there's somebody there, we're gonna have to unhook. 38 minutes there. And then Electrify America Cordell. There's also an EV Go pilot station in Cordell if that's full, or if it's easier to get into the thing with the trailer. And then stopping at the hotel that I stay on the way here. I think if I'm lucky, I'll be able to pull into the back of the chargers at the hotel and not unhook and keep the trailer relatively safe. We'll see. It scares me a little bit, but Here's an overview of our trip. So from St. Petersburg, Gulfport, we're actually in Gulfport, but near St. Petersburg, Tampa area. I'm going up past Gainesville, Valdosta, all that, and then just south of Atlanta. There's also another option if we don't make it quite that far for chargers or hotels with a charger. And there's actually at that same exit, there's a Buc-ee's with Mercedes charge point units. So that's a backup plan. It's only like 6 hours. So that might be a decent option. So yeah, we're gonna try this better route planner, and then we'll also, you know, have Google if we need it, which I don't know if we can run both. Maybe I'll try to run both because I always trust Google Maps, like traffic avoidance. So let's just True by Hilton. Those hotels are pretty nice. It was a little expensive on the way here because there was a... Okay, so this is saying, there's the debate. This is saying, oh, this is giving us the same... Oh, this is giving us the exact same route. So I'm just going to do this instead. That's cool. I wonder if it knows... I wonder if it knows we have a... Well, it knows we have a trailer because we're in tow mode. And it's saying 29%, which is a little less optimistic than a better route planner. Interesting. Well, that's good to know that we can follow this. Let me get out really quick, and then I gotta go because I gotta finish packing, and gotta get out of here. So let me get out of the car, make sure climate stays on. The screen's been a little slow with certain stuff. I think, no, it's just the heat. I've been having trouble getting the climate up. Okay, so start preconditioning, it's already on. I actually have it scheduled to turn on every 45 minutes. Okay, here's the situation. Lock the door before I forget. There's the water right there, beautiful spot. I love this palm tree. We got to watch fireworks from up there on that balcony. There's Oatly barking at me. So here's the trailer. Empty, but not for long. We're putting a Pac-Man machine in there first, and then loading up with all of our other stuff because we have so much stuff. So I'm gonna go and keep hacking so we can get out of here hopefully in the next 45 minutes. And then I'll most likely catch up with you on the road. So this is gonna be interesting. 2 dogs, 2 adults, and a baby, and a trailer. 1,300 miles. Gulfport, Florida to just outside Chicago, Illinois. Wish us luck, and glad you're joining along for the journey. Beep beep, see ya on the road. Here. It is hot. The car is working hard to keep it cool. We are 43 minutes away from our first stop. And the efficiency is really bad, but I think part of that was because I was keeping the car running for like 2 hours, 3 hours while I was packing. So I think that it factored that into the efficiency. So it was at like 67 kilowatt hour per 100 miles, and now it's at 54. So it's getting better, and our projected range would only be 150 miles at 100%. Normally we would get around 200 highway, but you can see our first stop. Just following the Google route planning because it was the same as Better Route Planner, which I showed before, but it's predicting 23%. It started at 29, it's been going down steadily, but hopefully as the efficiency evens out, I'm hoping it keeps going up until we get close to what I got on my test, because that's kind of what I'm basing all of our range off. We're shooting for the hotel tonight. We're predicted to get there around 10 o'clock, so that's gonna be tough. Yeah, everybody's hanging out in the car. Doggies are hopefully cool enough in the back, and baby's pretty tired, but she's chilling. And Lily's co-piloting. She'll take over the next shift. So yeah, we'll catch up when we get to the charger. Fingers crossed for an easy pull in without having to unhook, because I really don't want to mess with unhooking the trailer on the first charge. But, you know, it might happen. So, yeah, we'll catch you at the charger, and until then, we're just going to drive and try to keep the car cool. Bit of a nail biter. Efficiency is not really going down anymore. I was hoping it would level out at least under 500 watt-hour per mile, but we were sitting at 591, and it's been hovering around that for a while now. So sorry, I'm talking quiet, the baby's asleep. So we're 19 miles away, and we have 24% projected 30 miles. So I've slowed down. I was going the speed limit before, now I'm going 5 under the speed limit. And I turn the air down, and that percentage just keeps dropping. It's hovering around 15 now. So I think we'll be okay, but it's definitely more of an adventure when you get a trailer. So it looks like as of 10 minutes ago, 2 of the 4 stations are open. I think all 4 are functional. Really hoping for an easy pull-in and not have to disconnect. So we'll see what happens. I think we're gonna make it, or I'm pretty certain we're gonna make it. It's just a matter of how easy is it gonna be to charge, and then we're gonna charge for probably about 40 minutes at this point. So we'll see, but we'll catch up when we're at the charger. Okay, well, it was a fun adventure already. We got here and the station was full. Only had to wait a couple minutes though, and luckily I could pull into some shade and straighten the trailer out. And Ioniq 5 left, which happened to be the perfect spot for me to leave the trailer hooked up. So this is how I had to do it, and thank God this cable was a fairly long cable I could stretch. I'd hate having it on the car like that, but I don't see another option, and at least it's not on the paint, beautiful green paint. So I'm mostly out of the way, and I got the trailer straightened, so it should be easy. Yeah, I'm out of the way enough. Should be easy to get out. I was right over there in the shade. Should be easy to back out and keep everything tight. So got a ID4, EQE, and EQ. I don't know what the other one. I don't know the Mercedes very well, but it's nice. So yeah, whew. Let's just make sure we are charging. It's very hot, so I'm expecting limited speeds, 98 kilowatts. God, I hope it speeds up above that, but it is so hot. So, you know, luckily the sun is under the clouds right now, But I am gonna absolutely crank the air, so it's gonna get loud. But wow, our efficiency was really bad getting here. So we're at 100 kilowatts. 81 miles. We went from 76% to 11 or 13, I think. So 582 watt-hour per mile. And I had to slow down. The speed limit was 70. For a while I was going like 72, and the efficiency just kept going down, down, down. So I changed it to, I went down to like 65. That was oh man, this is gonna be a long ride home, but whatever. This is part of the adventure. I'm glad we got here. What is this? I've seen this a couple times. Buy me a drink. It's my birthday, 25th birthday girl. I've seen that with people just got married. I'm more inclined to buy you a drink if you're on your honeymoon. I'm not gonna cash app you because it's your birthday, but maybe I'm just cranky because I've been sweating all day. I'm sitting here in the heat. I'm just so happy we got a spot. I'm so happy we got a charger and I didn't have to unhook. This is kind of an awkward layout for the Volvo. You know, this station that the ID4s that actually would have been better. So let's just take a look. 100 kilowatts. Man, that sucks. That's slow. Or it says charge at least to 73%. Let's see, I think on this screen it says something different, right? If we go to the charge screen. Oh no, that doesn't say anything. Huh, I know I've seen it there before. Anyway, charge at 73%, 115 miles. 115 miles, and we just went 80 miles and used 60 something percent of the battery. I guess like 62%. So we're gonna charge well over 80, I think. We're gonna be here for a while, especially if it's just slow. And I can't get to another station. I'm not gonna try to rearrange. So we're just gonna be sitting here. I'm sure that it's heat because of the heat. All right, my wife's calling, so I'm gonna answer. She's inside of Walmart with the baby. I'm gonna talk to her, and then I'm just gonna sit here and we'll be charging for a while. Hey everybody, I'm sitting here cooling the car down. Let me turn the fan down a little bit. Cooling the car down. It is feeling much better in here, but okay, this was up to 112, down to 109 because the sun went behind a cloud. So the car's working hard to stay cool. I think the battery is just too hot because the car was baking out in the sun for a while. You know, multiple hours just sitting in the sun, cooking. God, I just lost my phone. Drop my phone all the time on the side here. My hands are too big to get it out. Okay, sorry. All over the place today. Sitting here at 105, I think battery limited, probably not station limited, but who knows, the stations are hot too, I'm sure. 44%. Trying to figure out our next stop. So Google is saying go to Lake City, Florida, which I stopped at on the way here. It's a park and ride. There's plenty of parking for the trailer, and depending which station is open, it could be trailer friendly. But if we had to unhitch, it's a relatively easy spot to unhitch, and you know, whatever. A better route planner is now saying, so I've decided I don't like the better route planner on the car. By the way, you can't really look at the route easily. So I can look on the car. A better route planner, or I'm sorry, on my phone, is saying, it's basically adding a bunch of stops. And I think this is based on our efficiency. So it is saying go to an Electrify America in Gainesville. Now I just looked at PlugShare. 3 of the 4 stations are down, and as of an hour ago, there was 3 cars waiting in line. So I'm gonna try to avoid that. That sounds awful. Now I looked at PlugShare. Okay, let's look at PlugShare. So Lake City. I don't know if you can even see this at all, but here's where we are. Bushnell. So focus. I'm sorry, this is terrible. Ocala doesn't really have anything. Has Carter Sharp Gainesville. That's where the let me turn this up. That's where the messed up charger is that I really like to avoid. This Lake City, where Google wants us to go, says 115 miles. I'm gonna have to do some math and figure out what kind of efficiency, what battery percentage I'd be comfortable going 115 miles. I hope we can go to that one because that would be good. Otherwise, on PlugShare, there's this truck stop 75, a little bit closer. That's like 90 something miles. I'm pretty sure we can go 90 miles if we get up to 80+%, given that we just went 70 or 80 something miles. And they're slower. Their charge point 62.5 kilowatt, but it's a rest stop, or it looks like a Travel America, so it'd be pretty comfortable. It'd be fine, whatever. And then it looks very trailer friendly, so even just based on this picture, I could pull right into the back of it and stretch the cable backwards. So that's Lake City will be the primary plan, I think, and then that little truck stop will be the backup plan. We're just gonna have to do some charger hopping. Now, as the weather cools off, this is gonna get a little better. Efficiency will go up. But man, this is gonna be a long day. It's gonna be a long day. We're gonna try to get to my parents' house tomorrow night in Cincinnati. We're gonna do an alternate route where you go up through Nashville because that sounded more fun and get to see more interesting stuff. But this is turning into a fun road trip home to a just chore of like, let's get home. But you know what? It's part of the adventure. I'm enjoying it. I'll enjoy it more when the temperature drops a little bit and our efficiency goes up, because that was a little nerve-wracking for me on the first, just because it's the first leg. And then like dealing with this trailer, which is fine. I like towing. I don't like backing up that much, but that's, you know, everybody. So we're gonna figure out where we're gonna go next. I'm thinking we're gonna try to go to Lake City. Google thinks 73% is gonna get there with 12% arrival. I am not comfortable with that. I wanted to say 20+%, because on that last one it said 29 and we got here with 14, I think. So yeah, it's just one of those days. It's gonna be fun. A lot of manual work to do to figure out what we're doing. The ID4 next to us left, and then one of the Mercedes left. There's still this Mercedes EQE here, charging. They unplugged. Oh, there's an ID4 pulling up right next to us. They unplugged a couple times. I'm not sure what they were doing. They unplugged and replugged a couple times. So I'm not 100% sure what they were doing, but we're going up to 107. So yeah, I think the battery is just too hot, which is also contributing to the terrible, terrible, terrible efficiency. So I'm really hoping that, you know, we're kind of sitting in the shade. Part of the car's in the shade, at least half the car. The hood is not, which is, I assume, where the temperature sensor is. It's 111 now. But I'm hoping the battery can cool off. I'm sure the fans are ripping, sucking in hot Florida air. I really hope the battery can cool off a little bit and we can make it to Lake City. Otherwise, that other backup one looks okay. I'm skipping. We got to make it at least 95 miles though, because I want to skip Gainesville, you know, absolutely by any means necessary. So this is just a good example of EV road trips. You know, the amount of planning you have to do. You have to be on top of it. You can't just, like, you know, I could plug into Google and say, okay, take me, but it's not quite there yet. Most of the time it'll be fine, but if the station is down and Google doesn't know it, and you're not checking PlugShare, you're not checking the Electrify America app, you could find yourself stuck. So it's fun, it's part of the adventure, it's part of the journey, but it is part of the difficulty too. So you just gotta keep that in mind when you're going on a trip, you know. Check PlugShare. When you're sitting at a charger, ready to, like, looking for your next charger, check PlugShare. check Electrify America app, check the ChargePoint app if it's ChargePoint. I think we may end up hitting another Buc-ee's, a different Buc-ee's. It's in Florida or Georgia. So yeah, it's just part of road tripping with an electric car. Now towing a trailer, and it makes it even more difficult. So yeah, I'm staying optimistic here. We're at 107 and 57%. Staying optimistic. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there safe, and we're gonna try to have some fun along the way. So thanks for joining us on the ride. These people here in the ID4 look like they might be having some trouble. Thanks for joining along the ride, and yeah, I'll catch up to you in, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes when we're getting out of here. It's gonna be a long charge. Let me see if I can see how long we've been here. $17, 25 minutes. 25 minutes so far to go from 14 to 58. So things are going slow. I think it's definitely battery though, because this just keeps ticking up very slowly. 108 kilowatts now. The good news is we're plugged into power. I got the AC ripping. The dogs are good. Yeah, that's enough rambling. Let's yeah, we'll catch up in, I don't know, 20 minutes. We're gonna get up to at least 80% for me to feel comfortable. So yeah, all right, catch up with you soon. We're gonna do a quick update because Kia EV9 pulled up and it looks sweet, so I'm gonna go show it. I think the guy left. I don't like getting in people's face, although I do kind of want to ask him about it. So let me make sure the air stays on. All right, 69%, 67 kilowatts. That I think is just limited by the curve. So at this point, the heat, we've caught up to the, oh, it's just oppressive. We've caught up to the heat factor. Look at this tree. Show this beautiful tree. Just let the doggies out, let them walk around a little bit. Look at this beautiful tree with the Spanish moss hanging off. So yeah, we got a full station again. So we got ID4, the Mercedes, oh, that guy's still in his Kia, and the Kia EV9. The EQE looks pretty nice too. I mean, it's a jelly bean, but it looks pretty nice. They're all jelly beans, except for the Volvo, and the EV9 is a definite not jelly bean. Oh, he plugged in at 70%. Weird. Why would he do that? Interesting. Yeah, I want a Kia EV9. I want it. Okay. Oh, here comes a Mustang Mach-E. He's gonna be waiting. Probably won't be waiting for too long, but all right, I'm gonna get in the car. It's too hot, and 71%, so we'll be sitting here for a little while longer, and then we'll get out of here. Way overcharged because I was nervous. Oh my god, so hot. Wow, 1 hour, 3 minutes, 75 kilowatt hours, $31. So, see, I had this snaked over. Excuse me while I put this thing back in. Yeah, I really didn't like doing that over the car like that, but not a whole lot of choice. $37, man. That was a pricey one. We were here for a long time, but we're at 91%, and it is time to go. We're gonna get on the road. We're gonna try to make it to Lake City, 115 miles. Bailout option is 95 miles, which we should be able to make with 91%, but car's reading 115 degrees. All right, time to get out of here. basically giving us a range of 120 miles on a 100% charge. So at this point, we just gotta hope for the temperature to continue to drop. Sitting behind a truck right now, which kind of works out because he's going about the speed I want to go anyway. So hopefully we're drafting off him a little bit. We have 70 miles to go to get to Lake City, FPL, and we have 80 miles of range. It is going to be tight. 13 miles closer is that charge point at the TA truck stop. So that's the backup plan. We'd prefer not to do that. Like, you know, it's a slower charger, and there's a Chinese restaurant that we want to stop at and get some food while we charge. So, you know, this estimated arrival percentage started at 30 when we left the last charger. It's gone down, down, down. So now it's at 18. So, you know, we'll probably make it. But this is definitely a slower way to journey. It's worth it for the Pac-Man machine, but well, there's a car like right behind me too. Like, what are you doing? I'm obviously going slow. Anyway, we're gonna get there. We'll check in hopefully when we get to the charger, either the backup plan, the charge point, or the FPL. So we'll see at one of those chargers. Okay, well, I had to detach. I tried to nose in, and I just couldn't. There just wasn't enough room. I couldn't stretch the cable. So, I mean, luckily, you know, it's right there. I was able to just back up. But it was a little stressful because there's people behind me and this Mach-E right next to me, actually. And they, you know, were patiently waiting, which I appreciated. And then they went to one over there, and it must not be working. So now they parked next to me. So I was just a little stressful. Holy shit, this is charging slow. 57 kilowatts, 58? No. Fuck, I'm gonna look at plug share. I hope I didn't choose the wrong one. This one next to me was open, and I chose this one. Maybe it's station limited because it's full. I'm gonna go look around at people's things. So, damn it, we might be here for a while, and I'm not sure what our next stop is. We gotta eat, dogs gotta eat, babies gotta eat. So we got a whole host of things we need to do here. 58 kilowatts ain't gonna do it. So, fuck. Alright, I'm gonna try to figure this out. I'm gonna look around and check plug share and see if the station I'm at is just slow. Or what's going on. So I'm gonna do that, and I maybe we'll move because I can't stay over 58 kilowatts. I gotta go into a charge point and been faster. So I'm gonna try to figure this out, and then I'll check in again. Oh man, I'm super annoyed at myself I mean, how am I supposed to know? I'm sitting at 59 kilowatts. The Mustang next to me is at 90 something. So man, I wish I would have taken that one, but whatever. A Volvo C40 just pulled up. We have an interesting. We got Mustang Mach-E GT. I think it's a GT. It looks nice. And then a Bolt, and then ID4, and then an e-Golf. There was a Polestar here, he left, and then another ID4. An e-Golf. Charging. They're charging at 5 kilowatts or like 90-something%. So if they leave, I might take that one. Oh no, I guess the Volvo is next. So yeah, it sucks, but hey, I'm glad we got here before this Volvo. I am a little pissed that we're sitting here at 59 kilowatts, but whatever. I'm gonna be here for a while. So We got some shit to do, and then we'll figure out our next stop. Maybe it won't matter anyway, but it's definitely, we're not gonna get to the hotel till 1 in the morning if we're lucky. So, all right, we're gonna eat some food and feed the dogs, feed the baby and stuff, and then we'll see what happens. Okay, I had to switch stations. It went down to 32, and then it wouldn't let me reconnect. So, moved over after the ID4 left, and now we're at 151. And then a Kia EV9 rolled up. But he's at the station I was just at that was getting really bad speed, so I'll probably let him know. So yeah, gonna sit here and charge. This is a chaotic stop. 56%, 110, 111. I'm so glad I moved. This EV9 showed up with the family, whole family. Really cute. Let's see what they're getting. 204 at 30%. Man, this thing is so sweet. I want one real bad. Really want an EV9, people. Fans are ripping on it. Looks good. I mean, there's a size comparison for you. The EV9 and the Volvo. So, pretty significant. Here's a side profile. I mean, you know, we're backed up to about the same. And it's just a bigger, it's nice. So I haven't even figured out where we're going. I haven't eaten yet. I just took the dogs out. I fed the baby. Lily changed her. I just walked the dogs around. They peed. I got them some water. So I haven't even eaten. I'm gonna eat and try to figure out where we're going, and then we'll let you guys know what the deal is. Fun stop. Okay, this is where things get fun. Baby's fussy. I mean, it's 8 o'clock. She's like, "Why are we driving?" Sitting at 80%, 40 kilowatts. This is our planned route, according to Google, which is actually what I wanted to do too. So it's Tifton, which is the charge point. I came on the way here in that Mercedes. I'm not gonna forget that Mercedes was sitting there not plugged in, and they left their car. And then a charge point, which I believe, I'm gonna look, I think that's a Buc-ee's. Oh no, it's Stripling's General Store. I thought it was a Buc-ee's when I looked in PlugShare. Anyway, so that's the plan. It's 106 miles. So I think to be comfortable, we're gonna get a little more charge. We should be getting much better efficiency now. It's cooling off. Although it still says 94, but it's cooling off. The battery should be cooled off a little bit. And we'll just keep the speeds down again. So I'm gonna wait till there's a little bit bigger buffer, so it's 22%. I'm gonna wait a little bit longer, and then we're gonna get out of here. So I really love this Kia EV9 next to me. It's so cool. This Mach-E is still sitting here. There was a Q8 e-tron, they just left. And then everybody else has left, so the station's emptying out. Just happened to be like here for the rush, and I plugged into the wrong charger, which probably ate about 10 minutes of our time. But, you know, 10 minutes, not a big deal. So we're gonna sit here for another maybe 10 minutes or so, and then we'll get on to Tifton. Bye. Okay, we got up to 89. Time to go. 44 minutes. Plus the at least 10 minutes of sitting in the other one, messing with it until when it wasn't working. So I've gotta hook up the trailer, and then we're gonna go 106 miles to the next stop. We're going to Tifton, but we gotta hook up the trailer first. So we're gonna do that real quick and then get on the road. Could be a late night, but yep. All right, trailer attached. Lamps are working. Clocks are still good. Tires look fine. Tires look fine. Plugged in. Hitch connected. All right, we're good to go. You know, actually, I love that EV9. EV9, EV6. I love that EV9 so much. Actually, it wasn't that bad to reattach. Unhooking is a little more of a pain just because you need the space, but yeah, not bad overall. So I'm gonna get out of here. See you on the road. Alright, we made it with 12% or something. At one point Google routed us. It was like faster route available and it was trying to take us like 30 miles further. I was like, I don't think we're gonna make it. And then slowly tick down from 12% to 0. And Google never like corrected it. Google was never like, oh, here, just kidding. That's not gonna work. Anyway, just activated. This is a charge point unit. I would like to point out that I am blocking a charger. Tisk tisk. I didn't want to unplug or unhitch, but I will. We will be staying right here. I mean, there's nowhere to go. And if somebody needs it, I will of course unhook and move. So fingers crossed nobody shows up because I don't want to do that. It's Sunday night. It's been open for a while. I'm hoping just nobody shows up because I really don't want to move. I believe the next stop will be a Buc-ee's. 1925, come on. This should get up to 80, I believe, on a 400 volt car. If we can get to 80, that's decent. If it's only 60, then it's almost worth going to that car dealership that I was at the other last week because it was free. I didn't even realize it was free until I got the receipt for $0. Oh, there we go, 75. I think I may be able to be 75. So that's not, I'd rather be at 150, but you know, we'll take it. So we're gonna stay close to the thing in case somebody needs a charger, and then I'll have to, it'll be really annoying because I'll have to pull forward, back up, unhook, and then plug back in. But you know, we'll deal with that if that happens. So gonna charge for a little bit, then I'll figure out how far we need to go. I think we need to go another 100 miles. So it's like another, basically using 80% of the battery to go 100 miles, which sucks. I think the next one's a Buc-ee's, but I'm gonna figure that out after we take care of the dogs and the baby and stuff. So once I figure that out, we'll catch up with everything. You know, I'm just realizing this is a 5x8 trailer, not a 4x8. Oh, that's why the efficiency is worse. Jesus. Okay, bye. Okay, time to unplug. Been here too long. Story of my life. Our next stop is 80 miles away at Buc-ee's. We're at 73%. Stop session, 66 kilowatt hours delivered. Oh wait, I'm sorry. 53 kilowatt hours, $28. Stopping. Next stop is Buc-ee's, 80 miles away. Should be faster. And I'm happy that I could block this and nobody came. So, all right. Boom, stats. All right, time to go. Oh boy, made it with 8% and like 10 miles of range. So let's see, looks like we're going awesome, ramping up, should get full speed. We gotta figure out how far it is to the hotel. We already booked a room, so we gotta get there. This kind of sucks. I'm annoyed now that I didn't notice that the guy gave me a bigger trailer, because it is killing the efficiency. It's absolutely killing it. you know, almost 10 kilowatt hour more per 100 mile. Anyway, we're at Buc-ee's, kind of in the back here. The way I'm parked, I'm blocking one extra, so this right side I'm blocking, and that right side, so I'm blocking, taking up 3 chargers. I'd rather not, but there's still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 open, and there's no other cars here, so I'm not too worried about it. I'm kind of thinking, man, I gotta look at the route. I don't know if, because we can make it like 100 miles, takes like 90% of the battery, or 80%, but yeah, this is brutal. I'm gonna have to see if we can trade this for a smaller trailer. It'd be annoying to repack it, but man, this is really killing. I mean, you can see the difference. It'd be a foot, you know, a foot smaller, a foot more narrow, and they're shorter too. So I don't know. I'm gonna figure out how long I need to charge you to the hotel. Fortunately, these are fast chargers, so we're getting 155-ish. So I don't know how long we'll sit here, but we'll be here for a little bit. I might let the dogs out, but I think the baby's sleeping, so I'm trying not to wake her up because she really needs to sleep. So all right, we're gonna sit here for a little bit, and then yeah, we'll catch up when we're close to ready to leave, probably. So my advice is probably to just don't do this. That's how I feel right now. It's almost midnight and we still have another hour at least to drive, so that's my advice. Probably don't do this. It's kind of fun, it's kind of not fun. Yep, catch up in a bit. Alright, we're at 70%, we're only going 70 miles. It's time to go. I wanted a little bit of buffer, just in case. Stop session 66, or I'm sorry, 55 kilowatt hours, $25. Time to get out of here. Buc-ee's is great though. Definitely my preferred charging stop at this point. The stations work well. Buc-ee's a nice place to be. Alright, I'm gonna get out of here. We gotta get to the hotel. We gotta get this baby to bed. Alright, long day. Made it to the hotel, 14%. Man, this big trailer is just killing the efficiency. This is rough. We can go like 80 to 100 mile stretches. Tomorrow's gonna be really interesting with the mountains. Here's where we parked. So, on the way here, obviously I didn't have a trailer, I parked right over here. This is what I was hoping for, the backside. I could have parked here and blocked, but I would have been blocking all these just in case somebody shows up. So this way, parked over here. Cable stretches, got my Tesla adapter getting 48 amps. and then I got the trailer backed all the way up. The wheels touching. It'd still be really easy to steal this thing, but that's about what I can do. So Lily's putting Coraline to bed upstairs. She's so tired. She's been a trooper. I gotta grab something out of this trailer, and then I gotta feed the dogs and let them walk around a little bit, and then put them to bed. So dogs have been troopers too. Long day. Got some planning to do tomorrow. See how we're gonna get out of here. We'd like to try to make it to Cincinnati. Man, I hate to stretch this to 4 days, but we might have to stretch this to a 4-day trip the way today went. Brutal. I'm tired, as you can tell. I've been up for almost about 20 hours now. I'm tired, so I'm gonna take care of the dogs and get to bed, get a little bit of sleep, and then we'll figure out tomorrow. So I think this will probably conclude part 1. This feels like a long enough day, so let's just look really quick. As you can see, we're charging 48 amps. We're at 19% now. We've been here for a little while. 450 miles, 8 hours of driving, 601 watt-hour per mile. So that puts us right at about 120 mile range, which is brutal. Tomorrow things get interesting because we hit the mountains. So yeah, it's gonna be an adventure for sure. I gotta look at PlugShare. I gotta look at a better route planner. I gotta figure some things out before our journey tomorrow. So we're hopefully gonna let the baby sleep in because she's up way past her bedtime. So yeah, we're gonna do those things. I'm gonna figure that out, and then tomorrow we'll see what we do. It's gonna be interesting. So yeah, thanks for joining on part 1 of the return journey. 1,300 miles with a trailer. Turns out to be a size bigger trailer than I planned for, and that is killing me. Really killing the efficiency. So everything's taking longer than expected, which is just sucky. So thanks for joining me on that happy note. Yeah, tune in for part 2, which will hopefully go smoother. So beep beep, have a good time.